In a quiet corner of the town, a young woman named Ilara stumbled upon an antique mirror at a local thrift store. Little did she know, this mirror held a malevolent secret. As she hung the mirror in her bedroom, her reflection began to change before her eyes, morphing into a sinister version of herself that radiated an unsettling energy. Terrified and confused, Ilara sought help from an old friend who had an interest in the supernatural. Together, they researched the mirror's history, only to discover tales of its curse, known as the mirror's curse. The cursed mirror was said to possess the ability to bring out the darkest desires and intentions within a person, manifesting as a twisted reflection that aimed to replace the original. Determined to break the curse, Ilara embarked on a perilous quest to find the mirror's origins. Guided by cryptic clues, she traveled to an ancient, hidden library that was rumored to contain knowledge of forbidden arts and forgotten histories. Within the dusty shelves and dimly lit corridors, she stumbled upon a forgotten book that seemed to hold the key to her salvation. The book's brittle pages unveiled the mirror's history. It was created by a powerful sorcerer centuries ago, a man consumed by his desire for immortality. He devised the mirror to ensnare souls, using their essence to prolong his own life. Ilara's heart raced as she read about his insidious experiments and the countless lives he had trapped within the mirror's reflective surface. Empowered by this newfound knowledge, Ilara knew she had to confront the sorcerer and sever the mirror's grip. Armed with ancient spells and a newfound determination, she ventured into the depths of a forsaken forest, where legends spoke of the sorcerer's hidden lair. In a chilling confrontation, Ilara faced the sorcerer, his malevolent power crackling in the air around them. The battle was fierce, with dark magic clashing against Ilara's unyielding resolve. As she fought to break the curse, she drew upon the strength of those who had been ensnared by the mirror, channeling their energy to weaken the sorcerer's hold. With a final surge of power, Ilara shattered the mirror, releasing the trapped souls and breaking the sorcerer's curse. As the mirror's shards fell to the ground, a sense of relief and peace washed over her. The sinister reflection vanished, and Ilara's true self returned, stronger and more resilient than ever before. As Ilara emerged victorious from her confrontation with the sorcerer, she believed her troubles were finally over. However, the shattered pieces of the mirror had other plans. The sinister reflection, though weakened, had not been completely eradicated. Its malevolent presence seeped into the shards, allowing it to exert a subtle influence over Ilara's life. At first, the changes were small and hardly noticeable. Friends and family began to react strangely around her, their expressions strained as if holding back unspoken words. Slowly but surely, the reflection's manipulative nature began to poison Ilara's relationships. Innocent misunderstandings turned into heated arguments, and trust started to erode. Ilara's best friend, Lily, seemed distant, responding with icy glares and cutting remarks. Her brother, Alex, accused Ilara of betrayal based on lies fabricated by the sinister reflection. Even her parents began to question her actions, their once unwavering support now replaced with skepticism. Desperation and isolation set in as Ilara saw the chaos and strife caused by the reflection's sinister influence. Her efforts to explain, to reveal the truth about the mirror, fell on deaf ears. The more she protested, the deeper the suspicion grew. She was losing her support system, bit by bit. Determined to prove her innocence and expose the mirror's dark influence, Ilara delved deeper into research. She sought help from an elderly woman rumored to be an expert in curses and dark magic. With her guidance, Ilara uncovered a method to reveal the true nature of the reflection's deception, a ritual that would reveal the reflection's lies to those it had manipulated. In a tense gathering with her friends and family, Ilara performed the ritual, baring her heart and soul, revealing her vulnerability and determination to break free from the sinister reflection's grasp. As the ritual unfolded, a palpable energy filled the room, and the truth slowly emerged. The reflection's lies and manipulations were exposed, one by one, as a collective realization swept over the group. Lily, Alex, and her parents looked at Ilara with eyes wide open, guilt and regret evident in their expressions. The spell the reflection had cast over them began to break. Tears flowed, apologies were exchanged, and bonds were rekindled. Ilara's strength and vulnerability had shattered the last remnants of the sinister reflection's hold. Despite the turmoil caused by the mirror's initial curse and the manipulation of her relationships, Alara's life seemed to regain some semblance of normalcy. However, as time passed, she couldn't ignore the growing presence of her sinister reflection. It had become more powerful, its influence extending beyond just her interactions with others. One day, as Alara stood before the mirror, she hesitated. The reflection whispered promises of power, success, and fulfillment of her deepest desires. Temptation gnawed at her, and in a moment of weakness, she made a wish to have everything she had ever dreamed of. The mirror responded, granting her wish with a chilling smile that mirrored her own. Yet, as her life transformed into a dazzling illusion of success and wealth, Alara soon realized that each wish came with a heavy price. The newfound power came at the expense of others. People around her started experiencing misfortunes and suffering. Alara's family's financial stability crumbled, her friends' relationships faltered, and her own health deteriorated. With each wish, the mirror's malevolent energy grew stronger, its hold on her tightening like a vice. The consequences of her desires weighed heavily on her conscience, and she recognized that the mirror's power was corrupting her very soul. Haunted by guilt and desperation, Alara sought help from those she had once pushed away. With their support, she delved deeper into the mirror's origins, discovering that it wasn't just a cursed artifact, it was an ancient, dark entity capable of manipulating reality itself. The mirror's true nature was revealed. It thrived on the misery it caused, gaining strength from the chaos it sowed. As Alara raced against time to break free of the mirror's grip, the consequences of her wishes escalated. Lives were at stake, and the line between illusion and reality blurred. She realized that she had to confront the mirror once and for all, to stop its cycle of granting wishes that brought only suffering. In a final, harrowing confrontation, Alara faced the mirror's malevolent presence head-on. She confronted the reflection of her own desires and fears, challenging the entity's hold over her. The battle that ensued was a clash of wills, of darkness and light. With an unexpected surge of inner strength, Alara resisted the allure of her desires and broke the mirror's spell. The mirror shattered, its power dissipating into the ether. The sinister reflection vanished, leaving only the shattered remains of the cursed artifact behind. As the dust settled, Alara realized the importance of understanding one's desires, the consequences of power, and the value of genuine human connections. She emerged from the ordeal transformed, carrying the scars of her journey as a reminder of her strength and the danger of seeking power without considering the cost. With a newfound appreciation for the lives she had affected, Alara set out to mend broken relationships and help those she had unintentionally hurt. The ordeal had taught her that true fulfillment and happiness were found in shared experiences, compassion, and the choices made to better the lives of others. And so, Alara's journey continued, forever changed by the mirror's curse, but resolute in her determination to use her experiences to make a positive impact on the world around her. Determined to rid herself of the lingering threat the mirror posed, Alara sought the help of Samuel Blackwood, a renowned paranormal investigator with a reputation for dealing with cursed objects. Samuel had spent his career studying the occult, and his knowledge of dark forces was unmatched. As Alara shared her story and the history of the cursed mirror with Samuel, his eyes narrowed in concentration. He recognized the mirror's malevolent influence and understood the urgency of the situation. Together, they delved into the depths of the mirror's dark secrets, unearthing a pattern of mysterious deaths and disappearances that spanned centuries. The mirror had left a trail of suffering in its wake, a legacy of souls lost to its insidious power. With each discovery, Samuel's determination grew stronger. He believed that the only way to truly break the curse was to destroy the mirror once and for all. However, the research revealed that this task would be anything but simple. The mirror was no ordinary object. It housed a malevolent spirit that had gained strength over centuries. The investigator and Alara devised a risky plan to confront the mirror's spirit directly. Samuel had studied ancient texts that spoke of a ritual used to trap malevolent entities. The ritual required a combination of specific items, incantations, and a deep reservoir of willpower. It was a perilous endeavor, one that carried the risk of releasing the spirit's power instead of containing it. As they prepared for the ritual, Alara's nerves were stretched to their limits. The mirror's influence still lingered, whispering doubt and temptation in her mind, but she knew she had to face her fears head-on. The lives lost and the suffering caused demanded a resolution. The night of the ritual arrived, and Alara and Samuel stood before the mirror in a dimly lit room. The air was thick with tension as they began the intricate incantations and placed the necessary items around the mirror. With every word spoken and every gesture made, they could feel the mirror's malevolent spirit stirring, its presence growing stronger. As the ritual reached its climax, the mirror's surface rippled with dark energy. The room seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly force, and Alara's heart pounded in her chest. The incantation reached its final crescendo, and at that pivotal moment, the room plunged into an eerie stillness. The mirror's spirit was trapped, its power contained by the ancient ritual. Alara and Samuel breathed a collective sigh of relief, their efforts finally paying off. The curse that had haunted Alara for so long had been broken, and the mirror's malevolent reign of terror had come to an end. Though exhausted and scarred by the ordeal, Alara and Samuel shared a sense of accomplishment and closure. The mirror, once a source of fear and suffering, was now nothing more than a relic of the past. With its dark chapter closed, Alara looked forward to rebuilding her life and using her experiences to help others who might fall victim to similar malevolent forces. As for Samuel, he continued his work, using the knowledge gained from this encounter to further his understanding of the supernatural. The mirror's destruction was a testament to the power of resilience, teamwork, and the unwavering pursuit of light in the face of darkness. Amidst the echoes of her recent victory, Alara's quest took an unexpected turn. Delving further into the history of the mirror's curse, she stumbled upon a hidden record of past victims, individuals whose lives had been ensnared by the mirror's malevolent grip. She wasn't alone in her ordeal. Alara's path intersected with another survivor, Julian, who had managed to break free from the mirror's curse. Julian's story mirrored her own, a haunting tale of manipulation, despair, and ultimately triumph. Their meeting was a revelation, and they formed an unlikely alliance, united by their shared experiences and a burning desire to see the mirror's reign of terror ended once and for all. Pooling their resources and knowledge, Alara and Julian embarked on a journey to uncover the origins of the mirror's curse. Their research led them to a hidden network of cursed objects, each possessing its own malevolent power. These objects were part of a complex web woven by dark forces, and dismantling them all was the key to breaking the curse's hold. The duo's dangerous mission took them across distant lands and hidden realms. Along the way, they encountered others who had fallen victim to cursed objects, individuals marked by their suffering and the shadows that clung to their lives. Alara and Julian realized that they were not just fighting for themselves. They were part of a larger struggle against malevolent entities that thrived on human pain. United by their determination to protect others from the curse's grasp, Alara, Julian, and the growing group of cursed survivors formed an unbreakable team. Each member brought unique skills and insights, and their camaraderie grew as they faced trials and dangers together. Their bond, forged in the crucible of shared suffering, became their greatest strength. As they delved deeper into their mission, they uncovered ancient texts that hinted at a source of ultimate power, the root of the cursed network. It was a place of immense darkness, hidden in the shadows of reality. With newfound purpose, Alara, Julian, and their allies set out on a treacherous journey to locate this hidden nexus and dismantle the source of their torment. Their path was fraught with challenges, as they battled malevolent entities, encountered illusions, and faced their own inner demons. But their unity, determination, and newfound understanding of the true nature of darkness and light guided them through each trial. In a climactic showdown at the heart of the cursed network, Alara, Julian, and their team confronted the source of their torment, an ancient, malevolent being that had fed off the pain and despair of humanity for centuries. With their combined strength and the knowledge they had acquired, they fought to sever the entity's connection to the cursed objects, weakening its grip on their lives and the lives of countless others. As the entity's power waned, the cursed network began to crumble. Objects that had once exuded darkness now lost their malevolent influence. The survivors emerged victorious, forever changed by their ordeal, but united by their shared purpose. They had broken free from the mirror's curse, dismantled a network of suffering, and emerged as a beacon of hope against the forces of darkness. Their legacy lived on as they continued to protect others from the curse's malevolence, using their experiences to empower those who face similar trials. Alara, Julian, and their allies had transformed from victims to heroes, proving that even in the face of insurmountable darkness, the power of unity, resilience, and the human spirit could prevail.